Good morning and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 16. Today there's a lot of errands that Alec and I will be running. First, we bring the dogs to the dog park and let Stella and Fire run off some of their energy. Then we go to Costco and Wegmans and do our monthly restock. After all that running around, I will cook up the Costco shepherd's pie and Alec will do a bonfire outside. And before all of this, I will be baking off the sourdough that I mixed up yesterday. And as you can tell, I messed up. I floured the surface of the counter and not the parchment paper. And in the background, I have the dishwasher running and it's washing my dough scraper. So that's why I'm using a spatula to get up some of the flour that I'm reusing for the bottom of the sourdough. I've been experimenting by putting ice cubes at the bottom of a preheated Dutch oven to prevent burning on the sourdough. I find that 6 ice cubes is a little bit too much. 4 ice cubes is not enough, so 5 is the happy medium, and it comes out without a burnt bottom. So here's a picture of how the sourdough turned out. Unfortunately, I did not get a video of it. Here is a sneak peek at our pantry. On the bottom shelf, we have vinegars and oils off to the left. In the center, we have pastas and grains and legumes that are dried. And then off to the right is kind of a mishmash of things. We have plant-based proteins, we have some salsas, and then on top of all of this, there's nuts that just weren't put back in the right place because the right place is filled with things. So the second shelf here is also disorganized. Off to the left, we have baking ingredients where the nuts are supposed to go, all the flours and sugars and all that type of stuff that is commonly associated with baking. Now in the center, we have a ton of canned goods, beans, corns, coconut milk, tomato products. There's another salsa there. There's a bunch of sauces off to the right. There's also oil right in the middle, which should have been on the bottom left-hand shelf, but it's so big and so commonly used that it is just right there in the middle of the way. And then on top, we have a bunch of Ziploc bags, my sugar, disposable forks and cutlery and solo cups and some vegan mac and cheese. And everything is just everywhere. And I need to reorganize how it is put inside of this space. This is definitely a project for the next year, so stay tuned and I will definitely have a video showing what I do with this space. So before we leave to town and go to the stores, we take Fire and Stella to the dog park. We kind of let them run around and get some of their energy out, so when we're gone for these few hours, they're not just anxiously waiting for us to come back the whole time. A common misconception about Greyhounds is that they are full of energy all the time, and that is incorrect. If you let them run around for a good half hour to an hour, they will rest the entire day. They will just be a little couch potato and take naps and be cuddly, but you do need to walk them or let them run for a little bit, and then they will settle. We will be going out of town next week, so we buy a lot of things that are non-perishable. Some things are frozen and just headache-free to make this week easy. Alec enjoys the novelty ice cream, so we got a big box of that. He also enjoys the Chicago-style pepperoni pizza, and we've been hearing a lot of things about these breakfast sandwiches. They come out to $2 a piece, so we thought we'd give them a try. We also got the chicken and cilantro wontons, and Alec loves the chicken bites that I'm about to show you. He says they're great quality, and for the price, they're not that bad. We also got snacking cheese for him. It's cheaper just to buy the block and cut it yourself. Then we got a little bit of eggnog for the Christmas spirit, and that's it for this box. Then we got some ground coffee, a little bit of Listerine because we were out of that, sugar because we're almost out of that and I need to make a wedding cake, some shampoo and conditioner because we were out of that. Surprise, surprise. This is like, we ran out of a bunch of things at the same time. Advil we ran out of. Alec wanted these almonds covered in chocolate and cocoa. I needed evaporated milk for that cake. Some sardines for the dogs. We ran out of garlic powder and we ran out of unground coffee, so we decided to give that a try. We ran out of mayo and we ran out of these guys. And we have one onion left. So everything we got, we needed. I got some Perrier sparkling water, and then to make dinner tonight easy, we got the shepherd's pie. We also got some eggs for breakfast. Alec and I have been on a chip kick, so I like the flaming hot variety. He likes the normal. And then Alex seen these when we first walked in and he's like, we don't have these sizes, let's get them. And they were only $14, so we picked those up. Alec is a huge fan of Red Bull and I like almond milk in my coffee. So the stuff we got from Wegmans is pretty simple. We got a little bit of all vegetable Crisco, some pain reliever, baking soda, some borax and some laundry booster, some toothpaste. Now we're out of almost everything that I just mentioned. We also got a little all-purpose cleaner, bananas, and some wine. And I feel like wine is a good investment. Like, you buy the wine that you want to put in your food, and you only have to put in a little bit to get the flavor. You don't have to buy this cheap wine and put in cups and cups, and then it just doesn't taste right. I'm about to put the shepherd's pie into the oven, and of course I have my shadow helping me, making sure I cook it correctly. Here's a few pictures of how everything turned out. It was amazing. It's one of the best things that Costco sells that's pre-made. Now, with all the boxes that we get from Costco, Alec ends up doing a little bonfire out back. So that wraps up our evening. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.